Hi, this is Bill, and we've been on a journey about change. Riding my bike last summer, we did a whole series, and I'm finishing those now, about change. And in that bike ride, something hit me that I never really understood before, and that is about perspective. When I was a little kid, perspective became an event with my dad that I still remember to this day. I must have been bored. He got out a piece of paper, laid it on the floor, and he taught me how to draw perspective. And on this piece of paper, he used to have a single line right down here, and there's no perspective to that. But what he did was he taught me to draw how to draw a building by putting the horizon out on the edge. And so what we do is we just come out and we draw our perspective lines, and then, well, that one's a little off there. And we come down and we can draw windows, and it becomes, as you can see, rough, but it becomes perspective. And what happens in change is if we're not careful, we have perspective that's not correct. In fact, on this bicycle ride, I was really amazed. I was looking down the road and it looked uphill, and it was really discouraging. But in reality, I knew it had to be downhill because there were several indicators that were not obvious to my visual perception. One of them is I had looked at the map and I was actually on a downhill grade. Not great, but it was about a 0.5 downhill grade. Not only that, I noticed that on my riding it was easy. It was picking up speed. It was going downhill. And yet as I looked down the road, it looked uphill. And you know, in change, if we're not careful, we get out of perspective. And when we get out of perspective, if we're not careful, we make serious mistakes. I'll talk about some of those serious mistakes in the written part of this blog. But you need to understand how important it is to have correct perspective. You have a good day. Thanks.